The tuck planche is a beginner exercise in calisthenics, but I think it's definitely harder than calling it a beginner, so I would definitely call it an intermediate exercise. This is a straight arm strength exercise. They will build a lot of strength in the straight arm position. If you can't do this exercise yet, there's a few things you can do. One would be just being in like a dip position and keeping my arm straight. I'm trying to lean forward and lifting my bum up. So this might be a bit clumsy when you first try it. You might not come really high, but the more you practice this exercise, the easier it will become. If you're still stuck with this one and you just can't even move your hip, I recommend using resistance bands. So I'm gonna hook this band just around my feet, and it will take a lot of my body weight away. So then at least I can feel what it should be like being in a tuck planche position. There are other exercises that we can do to learn this skill. One would be a L-sit to a push-up position. So I'll show you what it looks like first. L-sit and transition into a push-up. So if you caught that, you're actually holding, or at least going through the motion and being in that tuck planche position. So if I do it a little bit slower, you in here, tuck planche and extend. But because of the momentum, it's quicker, but still momentarily, you're going through that tuck planche position. You can do tuck planche on the parallettes, which I would recommend because it's easier. But you can also do all these drills on the floor. But like I said, it's gonna make the exercise much harder. Just like that. Same with the band. If I'm on the floor, I can still practice this skill. Just make sure the band is straight, it's not pulling you back or forward, otherwise you're actually making the exercise harder, and that will take a lot of my body weight away. I'm keeping my arm straight. Still, I'm slightly turning my wrist out because I don't have the mobility or the flexibility in my wrist to lean forward, so I'm turning my arms out. The other thing you can practice back on the parallettes is just being in this planche lean position. So keeping my shoulders forward, arms straight, and I'm gonna pull my legs and my knees closer to my chest. I'm trying to be really light on the feet, so I'm not resting on it. That's why I turn it this way as opposed to this. So I can kind of transition myself into that tuck planche position here. I can even do these feet switches just to build some endurance in that movement. Another great exercise would be, once again, using the higher parallettes. I call this the rocking L-sit. I might show this from this side, like an angled one. So it looks like this. You can do this without extending your legs so much, so just keep it tucked. You probably caught it, that why we're doing this, because for me to be able to transition to the other side, I have to bring myself into that tuck planche position, even if it's only a second or two, or not even there, but you're building strength in that area. So yeah, give it a go and let me know how you found it.